Hello and welcome on. I'm Steve Knight and Koudelka. In last episode, we had a nice chat with Bacon, and he also saved Charlotte's spirit by giving her her mother's letters, and a bunch of other stuff as well, like meeting the gargoyle, super boss, etc. So now we've got to head this way to make our way towards the blue key door, which we should be. Yeah, we're like right here. That looks pleasant. Use the blue key and thrown away. Nice. Also, another important thing to mention as well is that we also discovered the truth about the caretakers, and also we learnt about Elaine and James. God. Yeah, let's climb up this thing. I don't think this is a door. Do you want to... Oh, there you go. Sometimes the climb up mechanics are a bit wonky, but then again, it's PlayStation 1. There we go. Oh, this is actually a door. Cool, okay. Nah, I'll leave that where it is, thanks. You're looking at something up there. Looks like you can move the statue if you try. Yeah? Okay. Oh. Found Roger Bacon inside the secret library. Oh, maybe that unlocked this door, moving that statue. Hello, Roger Bacon.
I know it's around here somewhere. Well, what took you so long?
Roger,
The mummy
I
that was
haven't...
in the coffin? Since when have you two been acquainted?
I am no mummy. My name is Roger Bacon, and I'm just like any normal old man.
Hey, I've been around for 20 years, and I have yet to run across an old man as abnormal as yourself.
I see. Well, I've been around for 600 years, and I've seen plenty of abnormal people just like myself.
My dear old man, might you be related to the great warlock Roger Bacon, who made such a name for himself in the 13th century?
You are very knowledgeable. I am that warlock, Roger Bacon, you speak of.
You mean to tell me that you were born in 1210 and have remained alive and well until the present date of 1898?
Actually, to be precise, I was born in 1214.
Koudelka, what type of a joke is this?
That's my question.
This is no joke. I am the reputable Roger Bacon.
Very well then. If you were truly that Roger Bacon, then you'll be able to tell me with whom and where you studied.
Oh, that's easy. I entered Oxford in 1247 and studied under the tutelage of Robert Grosseteste. Although a good professor, I would not consider him to be a wise man. I penned my masterpiece, Opus Maius, as well as numerous other books on natural science. Being a visionary pioneer, I must say that my work has influenced generations of work that followed. But alas, in hindsight, that work pales in comparison to the work I did copying the Emigre document for the Pope.
The Emigre documents. I figured you would know about that book.
Of course. It took me 5 years to copy the book in its entirety. I know everything there is to know about the book.
What is it about?
Oh,
Is
it
it...
unravels the secrets of life that expand far beyond the largest field. It speaks of the secret rituals conducted by the ancient race of Fomors on immortality. The Fomors would claim the lives of the resurrected as their own. They reversed the laws of nature and the cycle of life. When the Druids took over the Celts, Alexander the Great penned the Emigre documents in Greek for placement in the Great Library.
Resurrecting the dead.
Oh,
It is
Emigre
true.
document has long been considered the most dangerous work of literature. It was safely guarded in the caverns of the Supreme Pontiff's quarters. But apparently, the book was not able to withstand the wears of time over generations. And the Pope decreed that a new edition be created by copying the full text. That is where I came in. The Pope requested that I copy the book word for word. And when the work was finished, apparently, I was supposed to be killed.
Makes sense.
I am not one to be dealt with so carelessly. I secretly escaped, and eventually I made my way to the sacred land referred to in the text of the immigrant document.
And the secret rituals? Don't tell me.
You need look no further than myself.
And you succeeded.
Though I cannot perform the same on others, yes, I have been able to escape the hands of death. But I have not been able to escape the roots of existence, which are the seeds of change. My body is not immune to change, as you can see by my hideous appearance. I've had nothing to do other than roam the earth for the last 300 years. I've seen all I can take of mankind's cruelty. So, I returned here for some rest. Well, enough of this gossip. I've got some research to do. May I ask to be left alone?
Man, I love Roger Bacon. Not only is he a big, like, lore dump, but he's just so funny. I don't know if there's actually anything I can... Oh. Do you know you're living in here with monsters, Roger? Just saying. Oh, these... Oh, his judgy ghost again, but he's also his friend with a sword. Saying that, these guys with a sword, I think where I get a lot of my swords for James was leveling up. So hopefully you have some more that I can take from your hands there, buddy. Ah, I didn't get a free combo. Let's go... give you some strength. No, not you guys. Him. Even though it does work on enemies, you can like reduce their stats. Right, Geyser, because you guys are like super weak to it usually. So what would happen if you actually like attacked Roger? Because it's like he doesn't die, but like I said, he still feels the effects of like stuff happening to his body. So if you just like a bit morbid thought, but if you was to like cut him in half, for example, would he still be alive just in half and feeling like a lot of pain? Yeah, just a bit of a morbid thought to think about. How'd you poison a ghost? Ah, well, I mean, at least you broke the sword doing the finishing blow. Right, I think we've got maybe one more of those swords on hand, and then I have to go for a different weapon. Oh, nice. That one. Ah. Yeah, your strength's quite low because you got nothing on. Just gonna dump a budget into your strength, why not? Okay, now, while it's still in my mind, let's see, 45 strength, 46, 47, 51, there you go, we had one more sword left of those ones. What was 45, right, okay. Yeah, okay, we'll still use this one then. Right, okay, I think we just leave this area. It's bolted. Throw the bolt back. Sure. Oh. That's a weird way about going about that, but sure, okay. Interesting. Oh. And is this back outside? I think it is. Yes. So now here's the thing. I think technically at this point we can fight the super boss. But we're in no shape to do that. Yeah. We need like more levels and stuff before we even try to do that, I think. Okay, but good to know. This is how we get to him. Oh, really? that little thing's a step. What's this, shotgun? Yeah, shotgun. We'll take it just in case. We'll probably never use it. Where are we now? Okay. What is this? You found a gramophone. Oh, yeah, disc. There you go. Found a hidden drawer inside his book titled Research Notes. I was about to say, is that going to keep playing while I'm in the menu? Research Notes. September 10th, 1895. Rain. With the monastery renovation completed, I have finally moved in with Ogden and Bessie. It's been a long road since I first procured the emigre file. Even after referencing literature of all ages, the rendering of the text still remains a difficult task. Though it has been 4 years since I first laid eyes on it, never once has its enigma left the recesses of my mind. Contained in it are countless descriptions of the source of the energy that is the secret to life's existence, the Druid's cryptic experiment taken from the ancient Celts and recorded by Alexander the Great hundreds of years before Christ. Branded a forbidden enterprise, it was kept hidden by the Vatican's cardinals in the depths of the Pope's quarters for a very long time, and now I have it in my hands. I have reached Wales, the land referred to in the text. I will fulfill my wife Elaine's resurrection at this monastery, built by St. Daniel Scotus. Of course, I am aware that my act could prove insolent in the eyes of the Lord, and however people may censor my actions, the love I have for my wife will never cease. I ask of you, Lord, to turn your eyes away for a short while. November 16th, 1895, rain. The more I learn about this monastery, the more eerie the structure appears to me. Elgin mentioned that the hospice had been full of corpses at one time a few hundred years ago, and I have become aware of an oppressing sense of mortal sin as I walk through the underground passageways. I can feel haunting spirits everywhere. But according to the emigre file, the power of such resentful spirits are considered the driving force behind reviving the Druid's cryptic experiment. I plan to fulfill this space with the all-consuming ire of these spirits. Yeah, as soon as the book is like, oh, you need like tormented souls in order to fulfill the tasks in this this book, bad sign. Even though I may burn in hell for these sins, if Elaine can be brought back to life, I shall have no regrets. Yeah, but the thing is, what's she going to be brought back as? If it's all like tormented souls. December 5th, 1895, rain. I found out that the cauldron hidden in the basement held the key to the secret. Even though the book had mentioned it, the well-positioned trick door kept us from locating its whereabouts. The cauldron looks as if it is made of gold, but upon a closer examination, the surface is so old that one cannot determine how long it has been in existence. I would guess that it is a prehistoric artifact made a few thousand, or maybe even tens of thousands of years ago, and left to sit. We must quickly set up an altar and begin preparations for our ceremony. December 16th, 1895, rain. I ordered Arjun and to acquire some livestock. 320 chickens and 43 pigs were purchased through a supplier in town. I arranged for ground transportation, but the fog did not help expedite the undertaking. I expect to be busy as soon as the delivery arrives. Animal offerings are an integral part of the Druid experiment. The cauldron must be filled with the freshest blood and flesh. This is where it begins. February 24th, man, it's been going this for a while. Rain. The third experiment, still no response. Even though I followed directions and offered the proper prayers, there are no signs of the spirits gaining any strength. I must return to the book and reread some parts, since I cannot proceed if there has been some misunderstanding of the text. Is there a problem with the way I conducted the experiment, or are the offerings insufficient? Regardless, I need to think this over. Even though I may arrive at a terrifying realization, it is too late to fear anything now. I have come too far to be impeded by fear. I am sure Arjun will understand. March 19th, rain. Returned from London. The specially ordered carriage seems to be working very well. I have trapped 3 women in the baskets and back. I lured some victims out of an alley in the East End, had them sniff some chemicals, and pulled them into the carriage. But since I was not used to my new role as an abductor, it took more time than I planned. I could not have done this without Arjun's help. I am deeply grateful to him. March 25th, rain. I am still at a loss. I cannot make up my mind. Even if I can bring Elaine back to life, are my actions forgivable? I balk when presented with this dilemma. Bessie has been taking care of the women I've kidnapped. It's better than them freezing in some corner of London. I hope this small gesture of kindness will be considered as a priori act of repentance. I wonder if my small kindness will have any significance when held up to the horrendous act I'm about to commit. March 31st, rain. I must make up my mind. I must. April 3rd, storm. Dear Lord, I have without a doubt committed a crime no human should have committed. I conducted the Druid experiment using the flesh and blood of the victims. I sensed the incredible energy of the spirits culminate into one when I poured the woman's remains into the cauldron. As I had thought before, it is human flesh that needs to be offered up to fully release the effects of the procedures. What a frightening, arcane process this is. See, this is the point where it's like, okay, yeah, no, you've gone over the line. It's like, you're killing like a bunch of people to bring one person back. You know, that's it now. The sounds of fury in the woman's death screams have not left my ears, but I must go on. There's no turning back now. April 12th. Man, he's been doing this for a while. Once again, I performed procedures. I once again round up 4 victims from London, even though they are all old with barely a thing to live for. When I contemplate taking their lives, it leaves me sick to my stomach. It may be due to my doubts that the spirits did not rise to much a powerful strength as before. I may have to use a younger, more vibrant source of energy. The book says to fill the cauldron with energy of haunted spirits. I wonder how many victims the cauldron must swallow to be satisfied. June 5th, rain. I do not have enough victims. The saintly presence of Daniel Scotus inhibits us from claiming authoritative power. I have concluded that it will be necessary for us to offer many more lives before we are finished here. I have since found 35 more victims for 7 separate experiments, but the spirits have not responded with such strength. For me to accomplish the resurrection, I am in dire need of the culminated strength of the spirits. I must come up with a way. I must come up with a more efficient way to procure my experiments, or my victims. July 15th, rain. I finally received the first shipment of my victims. Arjun was right when he suggested that we should offer the lord of the slave trade an enormous amount of money for this matter. He has no compassion for human life. The victims were not given much information and arrived at the monastery expecting a routine night's work. It is not necessary for us to go hunting for prey in town. When a few sugar-coated liars, there are plenty of people that climb right into the carriage. There is no one that will dare speak of what has become of them. September 9th, it's almost been a year, or maybe it is a year at this point, Jesus. Poured the remains into the cauldron. The energy levels in the cauldron have clearly increased, which makes me happy since it proves that I'm heading in the right direction. Jeez. Hundreds of people killed. It's like, oh, finally I can maybe bring back this one person's life. It seems that lately I've become more efficient at performing the tasks required for the procedures. However, Arjun and I cannot expect to become much more productive, as it is impossible for us to hire help, since we must keep this matter purely clandestine. I have decided to place an order for a laboratory table from an equipment manufacturer in Manchester. It will take about a month to make but once we receive this, we will be able to manage many more experiments. October 3rd, rain. Butchered 3 bodies since morning. After lunch, we made repairs to the bell tower of the main church. After dinner with Bessie and Odin, I butchered 3 more bodies. The lab table has proven its worth. The spirits have certainly increased in strength. At this rate, I may finish preparing for Elaine's resurrection before All Saints' Day. October 14th, rain. 6 bodies butchered in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 1 after dinner. November 1st, rain. How I have been awaiting this day. The day to conduct Elaine's resurrection ceremony has finally arrived. The cauldron is brimming with the remains of my victims. This monastery is now consumed by the energies of the preternatural spirits. Even a saint could not hold his ground against the powerful energy of these hex spirits. I took Elaine's body, which had been preserved in chemicals for this very day, and placed it on the altar. I then began reciting the ceremonial chant. Elaine, you are still as beautiful as ever. I love you so much. Please forgive me for calling you back from the lands of the dead. November 7th, rain. What is going on? I have lost all hope. All my efforts and dreams have been only an illusion. The tree of life that grew upwards out of the corpse, as it's wrapping Elaine's body, was certainly the manifestation of the druid's cryptic experiments that I had been seeking. If God is capable of creating beings out of nothingness, then this indeed is a man-made example of his work. But to my horror, the image of my resurrected wife displayed in a flower petal looked just as she did before, yet it lacked human soul. Indeed, it was a monster. Dear God, is this the punishment you have chosen for me? What have I accomplished by victimizing nearly 200 innocent people? My only hope in life lay in believing that resurrection was possible and dreaming of the day when my wife Elaine would join me here in life on Earth once again. Now I have nothing but a cauldron full of blood and hex spirits, and a soulless monster. Is this the end that has been awaiting me? Dear Lord, have you no mercy? I only have one path left to follow. I have lost too much. I cannot even find words to apologize to Odin, who has lent me his strength along the way. Now I only long to sleep in peace with my wife. Man, what a horrible person. And then asking for forgiveness afterwards. Jesus. Nearly 200 people. Something's not right. Yeah, he's telling me, after reading that whole document, something is definitely not right. Save state time, though. I'm guessing it's when I step on this. Yep, there you go. Okay, time to fight a boss to take my mind off the horrible document I just read. Ugh. I'll take it back, this is horrible. This is some Silent Hill looking thing. Oh boy. Well then. Fortify strength on you. Let's try Geyser. Ugh. The way those legs come back into view. Oof. Okay. Not too bad. Ugh. Why'd you have to sound like that when you move? Okay, flare it is then. Let's give you more strength. There you go, that's a bit better. A little bit. Right, get blasted by flare. And a short view to that as well. Oh hey, nice. To be fair, yeah, if you weren't going to slap that giant arm, I don't know what the point of you having is. Hey, there we go, that's nice. Right. You know what? Yeah. Let's keep upping your strength. Now level 3. Nice. There you go. That's better. Strange to see these bosses use magic against the actual, like, person who's weak to magic. They always seem to attack the people at the back, and it's like, nope. Ugh. Nice. Right, I should probably keep an eye on your health now, though. Yeah. Flare it up. Ricky's probably still got a couple of the flares in him. Right, let's up your intelligence. Actually, I should have healed Edward. That's fine, you can still take like 2 magic blasts from this thing. There you go. Okay, definitely need to heal you now though. Or not, we could just end it right here. Nice. Level up. Hey, there we go. 1, 1, 1. There you go, you're nice and rounded. Cool. Automatic pistol. Learnt spell reflect. Ah, that was the last spell. Interesting. I always thought the last spell we got was like remedy spell or whatever, but interesting. Reflect. Can't see myself ever using that. Oh yeah, it's gonna take the automatic pistol, even though I doubt I'll need it. I mean, considering it's quite strong for like a ranged weapon. Right, let's pop up on here, put a normal save down. Yeah, last time we did a proper save was Koudelka by herself, jeez. Nice. Drop, there you go. Really, this clearly sticking out thing is not a thing. Okay. Oh, is there not another door in here? Don't think there is. Interesting. This is just a save room. Even though this clearly looks like something. Oh, there you go.
So this is Elaine.
Yes. She's the one I had the psychic vision of. Do you doubt it?
No, indeed.
Good. Let's begin.
It has been a long time indeed, Mr. O'Flaherty.
Oh, Elaine, is that really you?
Yes, it is. It is such a pity that we meet again, and I can only present myself to you in this form. This is the woman that responded to my voice, is it not? Thank you for doing this for someone like myself.
Elaine, I haven't yet come to terms. Please tell me how this happened to you.
Of course I will explain. James, 18 years ago, I was murdered by some thieves that broke into my home. I was helpless. Both Patrick and Ogden were out on business. There was nothing that anyone could do.
I will not accept this. This should not have happened.
Yes, Patrick responded the same exact way. He could not accept my death. He spent years and years perfecting his craft in wizardry and tried everything in his power to bring me back to life.
Resurrecting the dead? Is this for real? Hey, we're not talking about Frankenstein here.
Frankenstein?
That novel written about 100 years ago?
He was taking it very seriously. And he had found the key to actually make it happen.
The immigrant document.
Yes. With Ogden's assistance and the powers from ancient druids, he held a resurrection ceremony in this monastery.
But something went wrong, didn't it?
He only resurrected my physical body. As you can see, my soul is still doomed to roaming the universe, forever separated from my body. And the terrifying thing is that my body was resurrected as a heartless monster.
Monster.
Although the monster may look like me, it is not me. Mr. O'Flaherty, please turn my body into ashes with your power.
Ashes. But if I do that, we won't be able to bring you back to life.
Mr. O'Flaherty, I was robbed of my life by those thieves, and I could hate them as mortal enemies. Choose to think that my death was preordained by the Lord. Please, do not mourn my death. It was wrong for Patrick to try to resurrect me, to undo the work of God. Please, do not be sad. Death is at the heart of God's reasoning. I urge you to destroy my body. Its existence defies the wise providence of heaven. It mustn't exist in this world.
Wait! Elaine! God! Curse! What a cruel world! I gave everything for your happiness, and now what am I left with? I have no meaning in my life. Damn it! What have I been doing with my life? Elaine! Elaine!
And poor James. Feel so bad for him. Yeah, I'm gonna actually leave this episode here. I feel like that's a good spot to call this one an end. I need to. I won't record for too long on this episode because I need to get some other stuff done today, and that's a good ending point. I feel like one thing I think is interesting to note how it's like Koudelka is an important character in this. Obviously, she's the main character, but she was called here by Elaine for this reason. James is here because obviously, you know, Elaine, immigrant document stuff. Edward's the only character who feels like he needs more story to him to make him more popular. Like even in that shot there, he was like in the back and he had like one line of dialogue. But yeah, anyway, just a little like thing I like thought about earlier. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and a comment. If you already want, slap subscribe button. It's totally free and helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.